Welcome to the Unraveling the Scriptures channel. This is undoubtedly one of the greatest enigmas of science and genetics, the Rh-negative blood type. It is the most uncommon and mysterious blood type on the planet, found in only a small fraction of the world's population, making it the rarest. But what makes this blood type so unique? In this video, we will explore the mysteries surrounding this peculiar blood factor, raising a question that intrigues many: what could be its connection to the sacred scriptures? There are several theories suggesting that Rh-negative blood might not be entirely human. What does this mean? According to some views, it represents a hybridization between humans and spiritual entities. And we're not talking about benevolent angels, but rather fallen angels. Let's delve into this enigmatic topic and uncover what lies behind this theory. Is there something hidden in our genetic history? Have the sacred scriptures already given us hints about this? So, I ask you to like, comment, share, and watch the full video, where I present this intriguing perspective on what some consider the hidden mystery of Rh-negative blood, the taboo subject. In the spiritual realm, blood is undoubtedly a powerful tool, comparable to a form of currency. In ancient traditions, pagan gods from various mythologies, who are viewed as demons in Christianity and ancient Judaism, always demanded the shedding of blood from their worshippers. Blood holds great significance in biblical texts, as it is through it that lineage is perpetuated, ensuring the continuity of genealogy, children, and the seed we pass on. All ancestry is present in the veins, in human DNA. Even the Lord Jesus, with his blood, bought all humanity for God, guaranteeing everyone the right to salvation through Christ. However, much of the scientific community that follows the theory of evolution and Darwinism tends not to believe in the existence of God, asserting that humans share a common ancestor with chimpanzees, with the ape being humanity's most distant ancestor. Yet, biblical texts clearly state that we were created by God from the dust of the earth. Adam, formed from the dust, is considered the ancestor of all humanity. There is a blood factor involved, something that can be understood as a type of blood whose mysteries science still cannot fully unravel, including its origin or nature. An intriguing example is Rh-negative blood, one of the greatest mysteries of genetics. Science cannot precisely explain its origin, leaving it shrouded in mystery to this day. Curiously, some suggest that this blood factor is not completely human, pointing to a possible hybridization or amalgam, an idea that even some scientists consider while trying to understand its peculiarities. The biblical text from the book of Genesis presents an intriguing perspective. The Bible suggests that human DNA, or humanity itself, was invaded by spiritual beings. These beings are referred to as B'nai Elohim in Genesis 6. But who were these B'nai Elohim? The term, in ancient Hebrew, translates to sons of God, indicating spiritual beings, angels, in the context of divine entities in a celestial realm. These angels, specifically the fallen ones, known as demons in other traditions, had a significant impact on humanity. According to the biblical account, these B'nai Elohim, or fallen angels, took human women as wives, engaging in physical, intimate relationships with them. From these unions, new races or types of beings were born, resulting from the combination of humanity and these spiritual entities. These beings, or rather this race, were known as the Nephilim, which in many ancient biblical texts were identified as giants. According to various scholars, this view is not confined to the Bible alone but also considers other ancient texts, such as the Book of Enoch. These texts not only mention the giants but also describe a variety of colossal, monstrous, and powerful beings. Generally, all types of strange creatures are thought to have emerged from the union between the fallen angels and the daughters of men. The biblical texts addressing this event are Genesis 6 verse 2 and 6:4. The sons of God saw that the daughters of men were attractive, and they took as their wives any they chose. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of men and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. Note that the text mentions giants existing before the flood when the sons of God took the daughters of men, and also that giants appeared again after the flood when the sons of God had relationships with the daughters of men. Biblical texts in Jude and 2 Peter indicate that these angels were imprisoned shortly after the flood due to the sins they committed. The book of Jude, in particular, compares the sin of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighboring cities, which was of a sexual nature, to the sin of these imprisoned angels. Jude 6 states, "And the angels who did not keep their positions of authority but abandoned their proper dwelling, these he has kept in darkness, bound with everlasting chains for judgment on the great day." Similarly, the sin of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the surrounding cities, which gave themselves over to immorality and depravity of every kind, is described as an example of eternal punishment by fire. Recent studies have suggested that the Rh-negative blood factor might indicate genetic characteristics that are not entirely human. In other words, Rh-negative blood could be associated with aspects beyond the conventional DNA described by scientists as belonging to Homo sapiens. While some may find this theory shocking or difficult to accept, exploring the origin of the word Nephilim can be quite enlightening. Nephilim originally refers to the fallen, specifically the fallen angels. Although the term has come to be associated with giants in some texts, its literal meaning is those who have fallen, derived from the Hebrew verb for, to fall. Genetic experts still cannot fully explain the origin of the Rh-negative blood group, and it remains a significant mystery for science. There are some intriguing theories and observations about people with Rh-negative blood. For instance, it is believed that these individuals may have a higher average IQ and increased sensitivity in senses like vision. Additionally, some studies suggest that they might have better control over body temperature and blood pressure, and even possess psychic and intuitive abilities. Another notable fact is that many of these individuals have an additional vertebra, which is an unusual physical characteristic. The global population with Rh-negative blood is relatively small, representing about 15% of the total population. Scientifically, this group is known as Rh-negative or rhesus-negative. What does the Rh-negative factor mean? The abbreviation Rh comes from rhesus, the name given to the rhesus monkey in which scientists first identified the antigen they named the Rh factor. The Rh factor is one of the two main categories that subdivide human blood types, the other being Rh positive. Rh positive is the most common blood type, while Rh negative is less frequent. To determine whether a person is Rh positive or Rh negative, a test with Rh antibodies is necessary. This involves mixing a drop of blood with a solution containing Rh antibodies. If agglutination, clumping, of red blood cells occurs, the person is Rh positive. If no agglutination occurs, the person is Rh negative. In situations where a pregnant woman is Rh negative and the father is Rh positive, the woman's immune system may treat the fetus as a threat, similar to how it would respond to a bacterium or virus. This happens because the mother's body may recognize the fetus as a foreign entity and attempt to fight it, which can sometimes lead to miscarriage. This raises the question, why would a woman's body reject her own offspring? When Rh negative and Rh positive blood types mix, curious and potentially dangerous effects can occur. For example, if a person with Rh negative blood receives Rh positive blood, the red blood cells of the Rh positive blood can be recognized by the immune system as invaders, similar to bacteria or viruses. This can lead to an immune reaction, resulting in various health complications. A particularly intriguing and unsettling fact is that scientists still do not fully understand why some people are Rh negative and others are Rh positive. If you have any questions or curiosities about Rh negative blood, there are detailed and informative documentaries available on channels like Discovery Channel, featuring experts on the subject. Returning to the discussion about the origins of Rh negative blood and its possible connections to biblical texts and ancient mythologies, there are several beliefs and myths that suggest a divine origin for this blood factor. In various mythological traditions, such as Greek, Egyptian, and Sumerian, there are stories of gods who mixed with humans, resulting in giants or hybrid beings. These accounts often involve spiritual entities or fallen angels having relations with human women, resulting in a new race with supernatural characteristics. Some theories propose that the Rh-negative factor could be related to these fallen angels and that its reduced presence today reflects a nearly extinct genetic strain within the current human population. According to these beliefs, the sacrifice of Jesus Christ on the cross redeemed all people, regardless of their blood type, race, nationality, or any other characteristic. His sacrifice would have purified all humanity, including those with DNA linked to fallen angels. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this idea. Do you believe in this theory? Do you reject it? Share your opinions and reasons in the comments. Blessings to all, and see you soon.